What's going on, y'all? This is Chris with Cultured Unplugged, your digital mentor for all topics related to your better you. So, if you are new here, welcome. Don't go anywhere. You want to stay to the end of this video. Go ahead and like and subscribe. And please give us a try, help and grow this channel because we are talking to you. Now, also, if for my return members, thank you for coming back and allowing me to say my piece, giving you something, an interesting perspective to think about. And I think something that we all tend to not think about as we are growing in age, as men, as we are growing and being better selves, just how attraction really works, you know, as far as being bettering yourself and how women receive you and how they perceive you. So I will say this, go ahead and stay to the end of this video. I want to go ahead and drop some great gems, share some updates. So don't go anywhere. Let's get it unplugged. So what's going on, y'all? I have just really been feeling like, all right, I need to make these videos continuously every week and give you something that's new and different. I haven't had a conversation with you, right? Like I haven't really talked to you in a while. Talk to you about myself a little bit and kind of see where things are at. So it's almost the end of the year. Thanksgiving is this coming week, next week. A lot of family changes going on. You know, I have a grandmother that pretty much raised me, to be honest with you. Was in my life, you know, pretty much all my life. And she is declining, unfortunately. So that's something that has been on my heart as far as my family wise, you know, really being dedicated to giving them, you know, my thoughts, my prayers, and being there. So I have plans to go ahead and see her in this newer stage in her life. And listen, I think for me, what helps is just that realizing like she's been with me or been in my life, you know, all my life, but she's been on this earth for 97 years, you know, before I even came in the picture, way back. So that's enough to celebrate. So I definitely want her to know that I'm not, you know, no pities, no sorries. It's more like, hey, look, let me enjoy these last moments and just really give grace where it's due. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and just shed some love to my grandmother real quick. Love my grandmother. All right, cool. Next one here, updates as far as travel goes. Listen, y'all know I have the itch for travel at all times if I can, and definitely have some things coming up. So stay on lock, stay tuned for that. I can't wait to share it when that time comes. But today we're talking about, and it actually kind of follows up with travel with this one too, but the reason that women find men attractive that are actually going places. Now, I remember hearing this exact, you know, answer as far as, you know, why that is from someone you may know or may know of, but he is a very powerful orator and speaker. But the Honorable Louis Farrakhan basically talked about this very thing. And I watched a clip and I remember hearing and watching, but I'm not a Muslim or anything like that. But I tend to follow and look for speakers that give a powerful message. And basically he says is that, you know, men are attractive to women. You know, men are attractive to women simply by looking like they're actually going places in life, right? They're actually doing things. They're actually working on the priorities that they need to be worked on. They're actually taking care of themselves. They're going places. When I say places, they are taking those vacations beyond what social media has really flushed out there with the whole passport bro movement and men who are traveling being this you know, new negative thing. Believe it or not, when women see you actually getting it and, you know, taking care of yourself, but also being able to travel, listen, it is like the ultimate flex. It's ultimate flex, especially when it comes to women that they can't travel in terms of on a regular. You know what I mean? Me, I've had about actually like 7 trips, and all international. I think by the time I'm done for this year, I'll probably finish around 9 international trips this year. Now, I always say flexing is a twofold, double-edged sword, right? So like, for instance, we travel, we get on a trip or whatever, we book that flight. First instinct sometimes for some of us is, let me go ahead and take a picture. I'm at the airport. Ooh, you know, I'm having a great time. I'm about to go ahead and have a great time and all that stuff. First things usually come up, you know, based on how you living, how you vacationing. You know, you're not just out in some club, you know, posted up for a woman to you know, walk up to you when you when you're actually internationally out here, but you are actually doing fun activities. You're at notable places and sites. You're exploring. You're doing things. People tend to start to notice and start to be like, "Oh, you big time. Oh, I see you. Oh, you really living life." And that's some of the reoccurring comments that I got when I was traveling, you know, posting pictures. And I don't really post a lot of pictures, like me going to, like, when I went to Colombia. I would, you know, occasionally on some things like that. But when I went to South Africa, for sure, I took and posted, and people were like, "Oh, you living it up, da da da. Oh, you living life." And these were some ladies that just, I guess, just see me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you curate that curiosity as you are in a place of being able, that people don't necessarily tend to go to. When you also look for places beyond Colombia, DR, you know, you go and say, okay, I'm gonna go further out. I'm gonna go to Kenya, Tanzania, Thailand, you know, Mozambique, Mombasa, Italy, Germany. Like, you're putting your places are farther than the you know, frequented places that a lot of people go to already. So like, by now, people have honestly, and a lot of times, the reason why I, you know, hesitated on DR, been to Colombia a couple of times, like, I can see why. You know, those places like Bahamas, you will never catch me there, because these are like heavily touristy places, that makes you, for me, feels kind of uncomfortable. But that's not a topic of this video. That's something else, right? But the biggest thing is, like I said, women will see you traveling and having a good time and be curious, like, I wonder what he got going on, da da da. You know, I wonder what's up with him. Like, it has happened, believe it or not. Women that see you going places isn't attractive. Looking like, not even say looking like you going places, but you just being about your business, be on your purpose. Like, you are actually, you know, documenting your highest of moments, your times of your challenges, how you're growing. Believe it or not, as you are, you know, doing something that's really focused in on your priorities, people notice. People do notice. People do pretty much get curious and try to figure out what's up with you. But don't use it also as a time or as a reason to be like, oh, that girl don't like me, whatever, she's not really feeling me. Let me go ahead and post. Let me go ahead and, you know, pull up on this trip because of her. F her. Nah, you do it because you want to do it, because you want to have a good time. And I'm going to tell you something. You're going to put yourself in a situation, in a place where you're going to meet somebody and it'd be like, who was that person that didn't like me? You're not going to remember that person no more. It's like you're going to be so in tune with someone who actually desires you. This is really where I also say this too. You know, women in general, like I said, we always want, in terms of, you know, being our best, we want to, you know, look our best. We want to feel our best. And it's a great feeling. We know we have the eye of somebody that's super, maybe what we think or perceive as being super attractive, looking at us and be like, damn, she feeling me? Wow, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm stepping my game up, right? When you're on your purpose, these things happen. So I need you to go places. I need you to go places that are far beyond the most frequented touristy areas, right? And I want you to look at that as being your main objective for 2024. Make sure house is home is and all that is good, bills are good, health is good, and treat yourself to somewhere, and it just be you solo, and it just be you. And if you can afford that time away, or take that month off, or take that time, that couple weeks off, whatever it is with your job, try it and go somewhere further out. I would even say you want to check out Africa. I know I've been on Team Africa heavy. I still am. Check out Cape Town, book a trip to Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Ethiopia, and see if you can make a friend. Make a friend with a local or something like that. Get connected with somebody. I may have found, honestly, something's very, very special. And when that time comes, I'll share more details and what that really means. But yeah, there's something very special and unique out there. And I really want you to find that for you. Okay, I really do. Especially if you're somebody who's maybe been single for a while, maybe having trouble dating in America right now. I'm always going to advocate for wherever you can find love and peace is where you need to be. Okay, I'm a firm believer, and as I see it, for me as a man, especially as I see it, I know it. That's exactly all I want to be around. At 36, right now for me, at 36, I'm trying to be as happy as ever. I grew up around, my folks arguing, mom going through, different situations, different people that she just, wanted to find love in, and it didn't work out. I grew up with around that. So not to say it was a bad, growth as a kid or anything like that, but I'm just saying from me, on my standpoint, it's like, I see what it looks like to be upset and miserable. Now I want to see what it looks like to be like happy all the time, right? Sure, sadness is gonna happen, things gonna happen, but I want my personal household to be love. You know what I'm saying? Like love is the key aspect, and peace and respect. Having respect in my home. Knowing that I'm really managing this ship that we got going on in these four walls. Like that means everything. So I definitely want to encourage that. And I'm gonna say this, and this is where I wanted you to wait until the end of this video. You got some people that will just try you, and test you, and you cannot, you got to avoid all of that. You got to avoid all of that because people can be really shisty, and some people you come across, it will test you. Like, it is a literal thing. I know you've seen these videos where a lot of guys talk about women and how what some women test them and stuff like that, but it is true. People will come out of the woodwork and only want to talk to you when you're at your highest moment in your life. And I need you to be that man and be like, nah, I'm good. Why? For what? Why now? After all XYZ amount of time, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even give it even like you really that much invested into it. You just be like, no, this is what it is. I don't do that, or whatever the case may be, and you keep it a buck and move on. Nothing feels better in yourself and your masculinity, and knowing that you able to just keep it, simple, done, declined, and moved on. Essentially, it is. So I hope that from me sharing all of what I just shared with you, as far as how you can really boost your attraction, just by going places, just being a man of doing your thing and making it happen for yourself. Like, that is huge. So I hope that you gained something from this video. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about this topic. I would love to read about it, and I would love to know what you'd like to see for the next video. I have tons of topics, but I still like to know, like, what are your thoughts on any particular category or question subject you want me to talk about, I'd be happy to help. Anyway, so until next time, let's get it unplugged.